My decision to be an artist, I think, started at a very late stage of my growing up. It was way after I finished my matric. I worked for Shoprite Checkers and then worked for PPC Cement. And I was really bored and I was getting frustrated by having to report to someone, and I found it very frustrating. And I started looking, and that's when I hit the streets in the city. I went to Newtown and then got to know about the Artist Proof Studio. So mid-1998, that's when the turning point started. Later in the years of November, I set for entry exams at VETS and was accepted. In 99, I was starting, and since then, I never looked back. I think what really got to encourage me to start using or employing the methods I employ now was because of their teaching methods at VETS. What they really drilled into our heads was that what was very important was a thought around making the artwork rather than the artwork itself. That's what they really put into our heads, and also trying to move away from conventions, try to bring something new. Through your work, you need to start telling a story. That's when I started thinking about what I could talk about, and the identity became my choice. My colonial heritage, views around sexuality, my nationality as a South African, and being Xhosa, and also looked at circumcision. I had to find ways of tackling the very sensitive and at times very controversial issues using methods and materials that would be almost childlike, playful, a little subtle, the silly but not silly. It was almost like really getting to recycle good pieces out of the past and stitch them together to create something that is new. I find it interesting when I speak to people, especially people who are not artists. So when I say I'm a sculptor, they think of wood, they think of something solid or bronze, and I say, no, I make soft sculptures. With my works, I strive towards creating a family unit. So the works have to be linked by a certain thread. It could be through material or the title. In materials, when we refer to materials, I think the ribbon is really the strongest element that tends to occur in all the pieces. It makes me feel very happy to be acknowledged. It makes me feel very good about being one of those people who are telling a South African story from a South African perspective, celebrating being South African, and what it means, the heavy things, the light things, the beautiful things, and the ugly things about being South African. I tried having the conventional job, and that didn't work. I was not happy. There was this yearning that I needed to be a creative person. Even if it means I struggled to make an income out of it. It was more about me being happy in my mind and spiritually. That's what I feel is important for me. It's not the material, but really the inside.